Hello friends, this is Vedic Astrology by Rani and I'm here to talk about war status between Ukraine and Russia and what to expect in times ahead. Before we continue, please remember to subscribe below and remember to leave your comments here and not in my inbox. Because as you know that I never have time to look at my inbox messages and that it doesn't work. So leave your messages here and your comments here, and let's see what is happening in the sky that brought us this war. Let's see. Now, Putin, the president of Russia, is the one who responsible for this attack, right? And why would he do that? Astrologically speaking, even though I'm not going to do his birth and chart analysis here, I will make a separate video. But to briefly, he has a very strong Mars placed in the third house, and he has a Venus in his ascendant Libra, and making it Malayava Yoga, which is really strong. Mars placement is strong, and then we have Jupiter very strongly placed in the seventh house. Then he has exalted Mercury, and the ninth lord also is placed in his 12th house, and then he has moon in the 8th house. So one of the things, for example, is that moon makes him a very secretive kind of person. And the strong planets, including all of that, is to conclude that he's a very strong-minded person. If you mess with him, he's going to come after you. But otherwise, he just has a goal. What is his goal? Let's talk about it then. So, first, what planets triggered this action? On February 18, 2022, ever since Shani came into Mars nakshatra of Dhanishta, making Russia to wish for a strong war. That planetary energy really triggered this situations, and I have been talking about in my previous videos. This is what to expect on this time. You can watch my March, February, and then annual videos everywhere. I'm talking about it. So will he use the nuclear bomb? Is a big question people have asked me. No, he's not going to use it, because this is not what his agenda is. For what I see in his planet, his agenda is not to destroy Ukraine, not to hurt the civilians of that country, not to do a world war. So you can take it easy. I don't see any world war due to this factor, and I don't think him not using the nuclear bomb. Now, to meet his agenda, China is backing up Russia on the matters of the world, so that all the world leaders need to be very cautious, because China is a very strong country, as we know, and Russia is like we have Putin with all the strong-headed energy that he said, I'm going to do what I'm going to do, don't mess with me. So yeah, China is there, and I see in the chart that Russia's agenda is totally to to get the natural resources from there. And so even if USA have placed restrictions or sanctions on Russia, it will not impact or make any difference to Russia, because Putin is a very well organized person. He had done a very strong homework before he started the strikes on Ukraine. So Russia is going to remain very focused. When I say Russia, actually I mean Putin. What's going to happen is that those who are Ukraine's opponents and they are Russia's friends, are supporters within those two countries, they will end up getting the leadership positions to run Ukraine. So that, here we go, so that Russia can enjoy all the benefits of natural resources in Ukraine. And I don't have to tell you what are those resources, because astrologically speaking, that's not necessary. There's resources he wants to use there. That's all. He wants to run Ukraine for those benefits. He's not interested to hurt the citizens or do the world war or throw nuclear bombs. But if you mess with him, he can. Yes. Now, as per planetary calculation, that the real motive, like I said, also is to help his friend China. And China wants to attack Taiwan. And that is, I see in the skies, is around April 5th, or maybe even actual April 5th, it will be China who will want to attack Taiwan, and Russia will support China, and because China is supporting Russia right now. So, the sadly enough, though, at the same time frame, I see a lot of natural disasters, all kinds of disasters around the globe. Like I said in my previous annual predictions, also. So because of natural disasters, folks, everywhere in the world, please have emergency kit ready. For example, extra water supplies, first aid. I know some people are so poor they cannot think, but you need to have some plan so you can survive during, if there is any natural disaster within your neighborhoods or regions. It's not going to be every single place, but it's a global theme that it will happen from place to place here and there. Floods, earthquakes, tsunamis, and many other things can happen. Water related things are there. Now, in all of this things that's happening, that Ukraine, Russia wants to take over for the natural resources, is that India's position is even stronger in the region due to Modi's great foreign policies. Because Russia wants Ukraine, and Modi is going to going to stay neutral, not to speak against Russia, and therefore Russia will always be there for India. When Russia is there, China is indirectly behind there too. So then India's position with his neighbors who are enemy becomes very strong. Who's the enemy for India? Pakistan. And it also then indicates that India is going to continue, due to his power, three main countries together in many ways. India is going to continue to rise as superpowers of the region or the world. Even is going to be continue rising. I know the opponents don't want to believe that, but it's happening. Modi is greatly respected, and everywhere he goes and wants to do things, he's wanted. If you read a lot of newspaper, I have posted an article on my Facebook page about what's happening on that matter. How India's input against Russia is highly sought by the Western countries is there. So the main achievement in time, not in one day, 1 month, in time, will be that there is going to be new beginning where the process of those taken away countries from India, like Bangladesh, even Kashmir, will be slowly begin to come under India. If you are patriotic, it's time to say Vande Mataram in the comment section. If you are against Modi government, no need to use foul language here. You can state your disagreements in a graceful manner. So with that, I will say that yes, India is benefiting in a very indirect manner by being the important country in that region, and among Western countries too. India will benefit, but for now, I can assure you about Ukraine war with Russia that I don't see World War III. I don't see nuclear weapons being used. I don't see. It's not going to linger very long. I will study the planets further and let you know how far it will go. But for now, be watchful on April 4th, 5th, and 6th, like I have said in my other videos. And remember, I plan to do my video on Putin's birth analysis to understand more about him, what he's going to do with the world. And with that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.